Hey, Wedgwood family, it's Pastor Dale here, and we are coming to the end of yet another Easter in the life of Wedgwood Baptist Church and our faith as a whole. And I hope and I pray that this week has been encouraging and challenging for you. I know it was not what we thought it would be coming into this year, but my prayer is that God use this kind of special circumstance to work and to move in your life and the lives of your friends and family in a powerful way. Now, some of you may be saying, okay, so Easter's come and gone, now what? What does Monday look like? And I think it's important for us as we head into the days and the weeks ahead to be mindful of a few things in light of coming out of Easter 2020. The first thing I would encourage you to do is to remember what it is God said to you throughout these days leading up to Easter or on our time together on Easter Sunday morning online. To maybe write down some of those things and to be mindful of some of the things that God challenged you in or encouraged you with so that you can continue to remember them and act upon them as we head into the future. And that really leads into the next thing as well, is to put into practice those things that you believe God has been saying to you, because it doesn't really do much for us to learn something if we can't act upon it. And so let me encourage you to think of ways in which you can take and put into action the things that God has challenged you to do, the things that He has encouraged you with over the last several days leading up to Easter. Let me also encourage you to share with other people what God is saying to you, how He's challenged you, how He's encouraged you, what God said to you as you were studying His Word, as you were worshiping with us online, as you were maybe participating in an activity or watching a video in the days that led up to Easter. To share with other people, because as we share with others, it helps to solidify those things in our own lives as well. And so I've often found the importance in my own life of not only listening to God and trying to put those things into practice, but being able to then share with other people what God has been saying to me. And let me also encourage you in this, to persevere. We looked a little bit at that this morning in our worship time together for Easter Sunday morning. But to continue to do the things that God has spoken to you about, to continue to trust in what God has been saying to you, to continue to put into practice those things that you've been encouraged and challenged to do through God's Word over the last several days. Now, for some of you, though, you may be right now asking yourself, well, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do on Monday because I don't know if God really spoke to me or said anything, or I don't really feel very different heading into this next week following Easter. Well, let me encourage you with this, that if you went through all of Easter week and you didn't really feel challenged or encouraged in some of the things that we did together as a church community, don't worry. God is still alive, God is still active, and God is the God of Easter Sunday and Easter week, and He's the God of Mondays as well. And so let me encourage you to continue to dig into God's Word, to continue to seek God in prayer, to continue to reach out to other people, to continue to put into practice the things that we looked at in Hebrews chapter 10 this morning, and continue to ask God to work in your life and encourage and challenge you and mature your faith as a whole. So, as we head into these days ahead, we're not sure what the future is going to look like for our church as far as when we're going to be able to meet together again. But know that God is still sovereign, and God still has a plan, and God is still working in our midst, even though we can't all be publicly together to testify to that. But I want to encourage you in these days and these weeks ahead to do the same things I've been saying over these last several weeks, to continue to reach out to other people, continue to pray for each other, because even though we can't all be together, we still need each other. And so we need to continue to look for ways in which to express our love and our concern for other people. Know that myself, our leadership, we are praying for you daily, and we want to look forward to a day in which we're all going to be able to gather again here and worship God in one location, in one place. So God bless you. We look forward to hearing some great stories in the days ahead of how God has worked in and through the lives of the people of Wedgwood.